Hello. Well, good morning, good afternoon. I've been a lazy cunt in bed this morning while Dean's been with the boys. However, 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 Dean has just rang me and said that he believes he's being followed. Now, usually I would respond very differently to this and obviously I'm more aware of Dean's art and stuff like that and media and stuff like that. So I get all of that stuff. However, we have had social police RSPCA used against us. Hi guys, sorry it cut out. So I have basically been expecting an investigation from the Department of Working Pensions. The reason being is because whoever is my nemesis seems to be able to use the authorities to try to come up against me. I will explain, and I will explain once only. Whatever ends up as mine and Dean's relationship, you will know if it has all worked out. And you will know if it is all worked out because we will get married and we will have contracts between us on our finances and blah, 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 blah. And yes, if it ends in divorce, and we will have contracts with each other that if one of us has an affair, this will be the reason and grounds that we can do what we've got to do. However, as I said, me and Dean came to Portsmouth as a couple with the intentions of being a family. We never, ever, ever expected all of the shit that we have had to face. And neither has Dean understood why there has been these interventions, why it's been going on. And it's caused mass arguments between me and him over whether or not it's about losing the children and putting the children at risk. So anyway, I've told Dean to take a photograph of the boys with the person behind it and continue to do so and log the times that you can catch this person behind the boys. Then to approach the person and ask whether or not they are willing to take a photograph of Dean and his boys, stating that obviously he's out with his boys and could take a photograph, and then give an opportunity to that person to maybe fuck off. I would advise any Department of Work and Pensions people, if you have us under investigation, I really wouldn't be taking photographs of Dean and his kids. I don't take photographs of Dean and the boys. And obviously I do for personal things. And it's personal, and he won't be happy if you have any photographs of him anyway. Dean chooses to stay anonymous for whatever reason. He chooses to stay anonymous, and that is his fucking business. He is a personal person who remains personal and doesn't like public intrusion for any shape reason, especially when he's out with his boys. Dean has been told to not react. He's whether it was to bring the kids back and go out and see if he's followed on his own. I said I'll go out and see if I'm followed, because if we're under investigation, it will be both of us. As you know, we have two separate addresses and we both are single claimants on government universal credits. That was done by forced. Social housing, forced. Benefits, forced. Careers, crapped. In fact, they went so far as in the day that Dean was booked to go to France to start his music tour again, and festivals, they did the CP meeting on that. So I would basically, because I've really got to get on, because Dean has obviously taken the boys out to give me an opportunity and to get on with some stuff, and I need to get on with that stuff. But I would just advise any person who thinks they can fuck about with us by trying to send police to my door, RSPCA to my door, benefits to my door. I really don't care who you are. I don't need to know who you are. The Lord knows who you are. He sees everything that you do. He knows every call you've ever made. He knows the blood on your hands. He knows the trauma that it's caused this family. He knows everything that's gone on. He sees everything, knows your intentions, and he will deal with you. But I would advise any person who gets pulled into all of this, whether it be a smear campaign, whether it be people fucking about, I would just say to you, I suggest you leave me alone to go to court. And the reason I say to leave me alone to go to court is because I will deal with everything in there. And I have every legal rights to do so. And that will include all of this stuff. And yeah, I would suggest if you've got us under an investigation, you send us a fucking letter saying what that allegation is. And I assume that means that you think that we're in a relationship. Well, we're going to try, I think, as decided from yesterday, even though he still slept in the boys' bedroom last night. So, you know, that's our business and we'll deal with it as a when. And, you know, we want to move forward, and that's very difficult to do so when you've got so many people causing and hindering you and making issues. So who knows what the next chapter is for me and Ding. It's about the boys, and it's about the boys having two parents who were with each other, loved each other very much, and have had a lot of shit come at us, who had a lot of shit when we met each other. And 7 years later, nearly, you know, it's been a very exhausting time. So just stop it. Like, really, just stop it. We have a right to a breathing space, and that includes other people out there giving me that breathing space too. And you're not. So go triangulate someone else, basically. Yeah, reflection of your own mind, the website you got on me, reflection of your own mind. That's exactly what you're doing to me. And that basically means that you keep the website. You've got your trolls that come in here on Facebook. You've got your trolls that go over on TikTok. And the reason that TikTok would have taken my stuff down is because it's got personal addresses. That address has no relevance to me whatsoever. And I don't think a couple of them properties even exist anymore. One of them does. And that is what triangulation is. You know, that comes in from flying monkeys, you know. So anyway, any person who reads their website on me and gets involved in it, you know, you're spreading malicious gossip. You're spreading further lies. You're doing worse than the judge who sits there listening to social workers, barristers, CAF officers, and you're sitting there as a parent going, you know, they've just framed this completely different. You know, they've just painted a completely different picture of who somebody is, you know. So, anyway, I don't know if you know, I used to have a dog on the bottom, a teddy dog. I've now got my dog. I've got a horse in my house now. So, next thing's a horse. Kiwi forever forwards, forever forwards. Anyway, I've got shitloads to do. And I would just say, if the Department of Work and Pensions have currently got somebody following Dean at the moment for an investigation into us, if you cause for Dean to have to defend his family, that causes for my children to be sat in a police station because the father has instigated and told you to get away from him and his children. Dean has been told not to put the boys at risk, but he will bring the boys home. And if this investigation causes for me not to get on with the stuff that I've got to get on with, and it's not that bad. I mean, the boys have got some of the toys out, obviously. This is my boys' bedroom. So obviously they've got the toys out this morning, and they haven't made their beds. And I'm trying to teach my boys that successful people get up in the morning and make their beds. They make sure everything's straight before they go to bed. So, you know, anyway, I've got to get on with this. All I would say is stop it, people. Stop using all these things on us. You know, Dean has every right to be out there with his boys in our private space where we live. Go about doing it. They're just out feeding the fish today. They're just down at the lake feeding the fish and looking at fish and doing all boys, men, nature stuff. So leave him to do that, please. Like, seriously.